Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break. Rock it. Put up.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rush in. Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Costello. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Second and 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, exit. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Costello. And that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Look at me. Go. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Come.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. They'll rifle this one deep right side. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big run there by McCoy. 51 yards. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking to throw. Costello. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Robinson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one goes for 24 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. They will run for the first time here with White. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is the time you go play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. They're on the 24-yard line.
On the ready.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
Come on, set. 15 long. 15 long. Now. Motion.
Mike 96.
Yes.
Coming to you.
Let's go.
They run again on first down. Cook, room here to run. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Set up. 18 Gator.
It's out of time, guys. It's out of time. 49. Check.
Yep.
Check 30.
You're out. Hit it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Go. Get it.
Now a run with Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, complete. It's Carter. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Record. Check 26, check 26. Topper. Stand. Hey, fight.
On first down, Costello gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Ready, set.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Shoot. Pilot, 64, weak. Shoot.
Throwing again. Costello. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's put that team on the bus.
Check 50, check 50. Hey, orbit.
Mike
Go.
Mike by 4. Watch the slats.
Ready.
Back to throw. Costello. Got his target, Samuel. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. First down, here's White. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he gets it down to the 32. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first down. Costello. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is down to 2. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field still.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here with White. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Look at me. Zipper.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
On the set. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, Haywood. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Mike, 55.
To throw on 3rd down. Costello. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. Operating from the gun, Costello, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, let's get there. Check 4. 80 weapons.
Now Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 3rd down and 13.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Let's go.
Back to throw here. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
2nd and 4. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Though that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They start the drive with Cook. A big play there out of Cook. 48 yards on the ground. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Good. Watch out. Leo.
They'll run with Cook. Spins by. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his first touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
154. I got you. I got you. Back, back, back.
61, matchbox lights.
To throw on second down. Costello is for his running back, McCoy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Again, it's McCoy. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
On the double.
54,
Alpha.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Right now.
On third down, Costello and Robinson with a big catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46. 10th carry now for McCoy. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
Going on the ground, it's White. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Hey, high 7.
54, Mike. 54.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Costello. Robinson's got it. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to McCoy. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the gun, Costello. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
They'll run on first down. It's McCoy. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first? Under a heavy rush. rush, and down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Costello. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Operating from the gun. Costello into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Spins past him. Cook able to escape. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 91 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Rock it. Let's get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. McCoy. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A rough go there on third down, a loss of 4.
It's fourth down.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Everyone go forward, four down.
Light 36. Light.
Hey!
I got him.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Five!
Light 36. Light 36.
Five!
On fourth down, Costello. He's got it at the 15. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
36. Light 36. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile.
Oh, here we go. Oh. Watch 36. 36.
Hey, team 6! Team 6! Speed dribble!
They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Again, the offense will stay out there. They've converted once on this drive. What can they do here on fourth down?
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Get down!
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Going for it all. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Vikings, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem them.